Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to answer the question, is it the rifle or the cartridge that's more important? A lot of arguments on YouTube about this, but today we're going to settle a question. Whether or not, more succinctly, is it the hammer or the nail? Okay folks, but before we get started, in order to meet YouTube safety guidelines, I'm shooting on private property that I have written permission to hunt on. Target set up at 100 yards. As you can see, I've got a fixed background. It's absolutely safe. My rifles are my own. I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I don't receive any promotions or kickbacks. Also, nothing that I have here is for sale to the public. So let's get to shooting and compare the 223 Remington with the 22-250 Remington. Here we go, folks. Okay, let's just get right after it. The rifle on the bench is my Remington Model 700 BDL, chambered in 22-250 Remington. I'll be shooting a 55 grain bullet in it. This is a Nosler Winchester type of round. It's got this lub locks on it, supposed to help lubricate the bullet while it's going super fast. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to test it out. It's good to have a good old-fashioned walnut stocked bolt action rifle back on the bench. But I did bring the other rifle that you'll see in a minute. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right after it, get to shooting. Target's at 100 yards. Now don't be laughing at my targets. I drew them up just before I came here. I hope you can enjoy that, but it gives a better representation of hunting versus target shooting. So let's get going on this. It'll be the squirrely target on the left. 3 shots. Okay, that'll take care of the 22-250. It's good to know that it's still on. I haven't shot this rifle in a little over a year. Okay, so let's get to the other rifle. Okay, now it's my 24-inch 5.56 or 223. I talk about hammer and nail. Well, I'm shooting these factory second bullets, so we'll call this kind of a bent nail. But again, I'll be shooting 3 shots. Let's see how it does. Right hand target. Eyes on, ears in. Right hand target. Okay, so again, let's talk a little bit about this hammer and nail business. Both of these are 22 caliber bullets, but the size differential and the speed differential is quite different. You can see the 22-250 on the left and the 223 on the right. Even the diameter is quite a bit different on the base of the cartridge. There's about almost a 400 feet per sec difference between the 22-250 and the 223. But does that really matter? Okay, extended distance for the 22-250 because you've got 18 grains more of powder. Extends your distance out to 500 yards. The 223 can go 500 yards, but as far as the bullet drop is concerned, about 300 to 325 yards before you drop, and you have to make adjustments on your scope. Alright, so 22-250, 223, the hammer, the two rifles, or the nails. I say it's both. You can't have one without the other. What good is a hammer if it can't hammer in the nail? The nail bends over. Or if you have a 16 penny nail, but you're doing finished carpentry work, or you're doing finished nails and you're trying to nail in 2x6s. So have the appropriate caliber or cartridge or even platform, whether it's a bolt action or semi-automatic, for the job. Bolt action would be the example of the old-fashioned framer's hammer, 20-ounce bugger. The 223-556 over here in the MSR platform would be an example of a pneumatic hammer. And I think you kind of saw that when I was shooting. The bolt action requires cycling. The 223 MSR does not. It kind of just go ahead and shoot the next round. Okay, so let's go take a look at that target and analyze it. Okay folks, here's the targets. On the left is my Remington BDL 22-250. I've owned this rifle for over 20 years. It's very accurate. This Levelox 55 grain bullet comes out at 3,670 feet per second. Yeah, it's 3 shots in one hole. But you know, the 22-250 is always pretty much shot very well for me. So I sort of expected those results. Okay, now next to that is the 223. I just loaded these up, 55 grain. These were seconds. They resemble Hornady V-Max bullets from Midway. 3,248, and as you can see, I've got 2 right there in the bullseye and 1 off to the left. Now I would like to have these sighted in about 1 inch high at 100 yards to extend the range for the 22-250 probably out to 300 yards with only maybe a 4-inch drop, and the 223 probably out to 275 yards with only a 4 to 5 inch drop. But no matter what, folks, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, will you? And don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment if you will. But no matter what, God bless you all. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.